But that's why I was saying, like, I honestly truly believe it's consistency over anything else. Consistency
Yeah.
literally over anything. It don't matter. It don't matter if you get 1 million views tomorrow. It don't matter if you go to the Olympics and you go win a gold medal that year. But if you coming back, you win a gold medal and that's your apex. It's about consistency. So what happens after that?
And depending on the person, they stop after that success. Because I mean, there's a lot of people that get their million views and they fall off. And I know I'm driven a different way because it's like, I mean, I want to continue to be successful, and I don't know, I want that legacy built.
Yeah.
So that's why consistency resonates with me. But it's not. I know it's not like that for everybody.
It's
And
not. It's not like that for everybody, and that's exactly what I was saying. Is that even for myself, like, fuck. I mean, the idea of okay, being consistent past when I get bored, or being consistent past when I think it's tedious, uh, is a new challenge for myself.
right, because imagine if you could really just be consistent through every aspect of your life. How
Yep.
like nigga, that's because it's like I mean, I don't, humans we chase perfection even though we're not capable of it. And I mean like if somebody knew they could be perfect or as close to it as possible, then I'm sure that they would love to be it. But I mean,
Exactly.
there's always more work you can put in to continue to make yourself as like close to your best you. So yeah,
I honestly believe consistency is the holy grail.
yeah, I agree.
Of
Trusting the process. I've been saying trusting the process for like the past 4 weeks now because I'm in the middle of my season and we're lifting heavy and shit, and you feel your body break down. It's like, dang, I don't. It's like you start to question like, is what I'm doing working during the process? But you're in the middle of the process. It's like you're doing something for the end goal, not the process. Yeah.
not. It's not. You're not doing it for tomorrow. You're doing it for next year.
Yeah.
So that's yeah. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah, and it's I mean, but like, yeah, I mean, you guys were the ones to start it, and we're kind of like more accessories, so you can see why one person would be more inclined to get out when they had the chance once because I mean,
It load,
yeah, it did low.
and that's why literally like we. I know it's hard, but literally like I was telling somebody else this, but like speaking of consistency, like we need to like choose a day and a time and a block of time, whether it's 2 or 3 hours or whatever the case, and we need to like hold that.
Yeah,
Shit
that's
comes up.
that's
I mean,
fucking commitment. That's tough for the kid.
I
I'm
know, but
I'm commitment shy as fuck. That is my thing. Like, cause every week, every 8 weeks, we like, cause I mean, I know I'm working on things like individually, like, and specifically to my life, where I'm like, yeah, I'll let you guys know, like, yeah, I'm working on this at practice, and I feel like it's going this way, and maybe I'm struggling with this. That would hold me more accountable for my own. I probably should get closer to the thing. That would hold me more accountable for my own self because I know like I'm lazy away from the track, so it'd be like it'd almost be like me documenting the things that I need to work on through
I mean,
you guys.
bro, I'm lazy away from work. Well, and that's something I've realized in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
That I'm not like I was thinking, bro. I don't know if you remember in high school, like I used to fucking. I mean, you too. Like we used to go to school, go to
Mm.
practice, and then go work from 6 to 10.
Yeah, I did that all through junior college.
Nigga, we was busy,
Nigga, I was getting no sleep. I was surviving for real off 4 hours of sleep.
and I don't know how the hell. Same, bro. Like,
Yeah,
what? You wake up at 6, you didn't go to bed till at least midnight, 1 o'clock, because you
I
had
was going to bed at 3 o'clock because Call of Duty was life.
and that.
Right, it was life. I was like, no, I got to get a couple hours of gaming in. Stupid, but yeah, I think about that all the time because it would. I mean, we'd work midnight shifts sometimes, and it wouldn't.
Exactly, exactly. And so you was hitting all that, you was doing all that, but life was like structured, and you were able to do it because it was like structured.
Right.
And that's what girls what I was talking about when I brought that up is like I was talking about one of my friends, and she was like, she's trying to learn Spanish, and she was talking about like it's difficult to build time and stuff like that, and then we started talking about like priorities. And the thing is that if you prioritize something like you everything else in your life, it goes around that. right? So you, for example, you've prioritized your life around track and training. So everything else has to fit around that. But there's other pieces that can fit into your life that you can prioritize, right? So you make room, you make time to catch up with friends, you made time for family, you made time, like you in your example, you made time for Call of Duty. That was like a stone that was locked into your day. And so for her, I was like, okay. And she was like, well, I can't prioritize it. And I was like, how do you go to work every day? Like she said, I can't prioritize anything extra. And I'm like, well, if you think about it, like your work, everybody's life is prioritized around work. They work fucking 8 hours a day and everything else is built around that. Right. So now with that other 16 hours that you have, you can, if you want to, fit in or fill in other pieces of priorities that you want to prioritize.
You ever worry about like one passion pulling from another passion?
So that's something I was talking about today, actually, man. I worry about it all the time. But part of my problem, and like Tate doesn't have this problem. This is really somebody I admire Tate about. Like when Tate's focused, he's focused. Yeah. But I don't have that, right? And I don't know if it's something that I know it's a personality trait, but I don't know if it's something that I can train over, right? And I know I have control over myself, but I don't know how long it will take me to get control of that, right?
Yeah.
And I know it's a personality trait, but I'm the opposite, right? So that's why Tate and we work together. I usually always see like the grand scheme, the big picture and stuff, but Tate usually keeps me grounded and focused, right? So yeah, I don't know.
That's it, because I don't know, because I mean, I would be worried that if I didn't put as much thought as I do put into what I'm doing, that I would lose out on my opportunity that I have in the moment for the big moment that because like, I mean, like you put your 8 hours into the work because that's your major breadwinner. And do you really want to pull from what's really keeping you stable in life for something that you don't know that you would even care to do all the time until after you accomplish it? So it's like, I don't know, I mean, it's not scary. It's just like, it's almost like when you're single, you know, and you live, like imagine you're single for a very long time and you've been living your life free and then all this stuff and you like how your life is going. And then you find there's a girl that you might be into, but you don't even know if you want to pull away from this single life where potentially life can be better with this person, but you first have to lose out on like all that other stuff that you were enjoying while living the single life. And I'm not talking about necessarily just going with other girls, but just having the freedom to do what you want when you want to do it without having to check in with anybody. And I mean, like that's like that could be anybody's. Like your career really is like your girlfriend or like your significant other. So it's, I don't know. It's like I worry that if I did really like feed into another passion for real, that like I'll start to forget things that keep me locked into triple jump. You know.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a philosophical argument, or not argument, but it's a philosophical discussion that definitely could be had, because I see exactly what you're saying. Sometimes some passions are bigger than others, or some jobs are bigger than others, right? Because there's people like even at my job that they'll work 16 hours a day.
That's everything,
right? It's everything. And so I would equate that to like you, right? But to me, like my job that I have now it's a job, and it right. Pays the bills, and it pays. I don't want for much, or I don't miss meals, but at the end of the day, it's like it's my job, and so what I'm trying to figure out is, okay, what truly is my passion that I can spend another 8 hours on, right? So what for me, it's like, what can I like go to work and work hard and still get my promotions, get my accolades and things at work. And then after that, be tired and then go spend another 8 hours doing something else.
Yeah.
If I can find that, I think I like that for me is like the gold pot at the end of the rainbow.
Right. And I guess that's what everybody's looking for. Like that'd be like a perfect life. That's exactly. I mean, and that's like, I feel like people don't ever consider the fact that if you are working and you are doing your passion, then you probably are a lot more stressed about your passion than than somebody who's working separate and doing their passion on their side. Like if you were a musician as a job, then you have like, I don't know, like things you have to do, like you might have to write music or you have to like stay up on the latest music and stuff like that. And yeah, it's your passion, but like you have to put in that work away, or you have to put in extra work to feed into your passion. Whereas if you had a passion for playing the guitar as a side, then really it's like a go-to as for like a getaway, which
Yeah,
is just as fulfilling as having a passion and actually working with it, as long as you can get to it for as much time as you'd like to.
I
So,
mean, there's both sides of the coin, right? Because
right.
you hear about it all the time that there's people that they're I don't know, teachers or artists or they're musicians or whatever, and then they don't like the business side of
Right.
doing that aspect, right? So then they stop doing it. But
Mhm.
then on the other side, there's people that say, "Oh, if you I do what I love, so I never feels like I'm at work."
Right.
Right? So I mean, for me, it's like I want to do the second one.
Mhm.
I mean, you think about like Drake or like any musician,
Right.
like famous artists. Like think about like all the work that they had to put in. Like
Right.
like Migos, for example. These these dudes are seen as like big partiers and whatever the case, living the life or whatever,
Mhm.
right? Think about how much music they've dropped in the last 6 months. Think about how much time they had to spend in the lab, or how much time they had to spend writing down music, or how much time they had to study. Like, people don't realize that a lot of these rappers, man, they will sit down and just read the dictionary. They'll go read poems.
Mhm.
They'll listen to people like people, you hear people, oh, that's white people music. Well, Jay-Z just sampled that.
Right. Music, yeah.
you know,
The
it's it's
substance in there. Yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy, like the amount of like dedication and like consumption that they do.
So I mean, I guess then that sounds like, because that sounds like within a passion, then there's a lot of work to be done. So I don't know that, or then for you, then you're probably still just putting in that groundwork to find your passion. Because like you might have an idea for what your passion might be, but like you have to like mine it out, and then probably even once you get to it, you're still gonna have to be keep mining. So it's like, I guess, because because when you say like I want to, like people that say they love they never feel like they're going to work, like, but like that's almost making it seem like they never get stressed or something like that. You
Uh,
know, it takes away from it. Like it takes away from the actual work that they're doing, and it sounds good when you say it. And like I could even, like, even when I tell people like, oh, I do this for a living, and I know I'm very fortunate to be in the position that I'm in, but me saying like, yeah, I do what I love, so I never feel like I'm working, does definitely take away from the 6 100s that I ran today, where my lungs was burning,
that's
the
real, bro.
weights I was throwing in there,
That's
so
real, bro.
yeah, it's
That's
that's just that shit really, I feel like it really comes like naturally, like it kind of just like when like, I guess when people that are genuinely chasing something that they love or looking to be like influenced by something that they love, it just like falls upon you when it's supposed to, because otherwise it's like, I mean, you can soul search and everything like that, and that might help accelerate it, but like you really won't know what you feel like doing all the time until you feel like doing it all the time.
yeah, that's real. That's real as hell, man. But yeah, no, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
And I don't say that. I don't think other people say that to take away from Obviously, you're putting in work.
Yeah, and I don't think it. I'm not. I don't think that people say it to take away from it, but I think from like
It gets
the
lost in
person that, yeah, definitely, because like the person you're influencing with that statement, they're thinking like, oh man, like I wish I could do that. Like, but which part of it? You wish you could do the part that's appreciated, not the part that isn't. So,
for the
but
part.
but I appreciate the whole thing,
Yeah,
So,
damn,
you
bro.
know,
Damn. Well, yeah. Well, that's why, like, right, going back to the way that we got on this consistency is,
consistency, 100%. Yeah,
yeah. It's funny. My roommate, he's playing this game, Monster Hunter.
ever heard of it? Monster Hunter.
Yeah, it's an older game, but the new one just came out like last Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and he had me play the beta, and I can't buy the game because I'm afraid that I'm afraid.
Yeah, y'all the ones that gave me a heroin problem. I knew nothing about Call of Duty before I came over to y'all house and played it on PlayStation. This one time.
For real?
For real, it was Call of Duty 4.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, and then I didn't get the World at War, and Modern Warfare 2 came out, and that's when I used my Albertsons money to buy an Xbox off some janky ass website. But I got it. It worked out.
I don't know. If you didn't do that, you might not be where you are today.
Exactly.
Who knows? So I can't even apologize.
No, I don't want no apology. I mean, I've bought in Call of Duty every year since. So, well, shoot, that's good enough substance right there. That could be a video.
That's an episode, bro.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
We could. What's up, Tate? Bernard and I, we actually had a really, really good conversation that could be this week's episode.
Y'all's conversation.
Nigga, chill. Anyways, you can watch. I'll let you watch it later. And but anyways, I thought what we could talk about today is like we started talking about like
you gonna let me watch it?
Yeah, we gonna let you watch it, nigga.
Who gonna edit it?
That's when you're gonna watch it.
I'm gonna let you watch it, nigga.
Right.